KBK's Mirah project is a fully operational gold and silver mine based in central Kalimantan. The Mirah project was discovered in the mid-80s. It was brought into production in 2012 and has been operating continuously for 2 years at a very steady production rate. The Mirah ore body is difficult. It's got many challenges. It's difficult to actually define the resource because it's a very narrow vein. It's difficult to mine because we have large depths of clay, highly oxidized ore, and it's also difficult to process for the same reason. The project has been set up to cope with these sorts of challenges. To meet these challenges of our particular ore type, we've adopted particular concepts that we believed would help us to have a more efficient operation. These concepts involve such things as owner mining. Owner mining is when we actually buy the machines and we manage and maintain the machines ourselves.
The type of managers we have on site complement each other very nicely. We have the strong manager type that looks after the heavy machinery and makes sure that we do get the productivity from our machines. We have the grade control manager, so he has a very good understanding of narrow vein ore bodies, and therefore we do get the quality. Our processing manager is also very strong and understands how to get the best recoveries with the existing process.
Currently we have 150 people on site. And from the 150 people, 60% are there from local. We're trying to recruit as many local as possible. The administration departments, we provide support to the mining operations. We provide food, accommodations, spare parts, recruitments, and also IT and finance accounting.
The whole process of project development starts with exploration. Drilling is the most expensive part of exploration. One of the major benefits of owner drilling is that we can reduce our costs by almost 50%. The start of the operational phase is grade control. Grade control is where we go back in and we do more defined drilling. We do much closer space drilling to allow us to define the ore body so that we can be more accurate about the mining process.
Tim grade control yang ada di KBK terbagi atas 3 bagian utama. Yang pertama adalah grade control itu sendiri, kemudian yang kedua ada mine planning, dan yang ketiga ada geotech. Jadi kita memberikan support teknik kepada bagian operasi agar mereka dapat melakukan tugasnya dengan baik sesuai dengan rencana.
Following the definition of the ore body by the grade control department, the mining process can start.
Kemudian kita lakukan proses pemboran dan peledakan, drilling dan blasting. Kita akan lakukan pemboran, kita isi bahan peledak, kita ikuti dengan kaidah-kaidah yang safety yang terbaik untuk memastikan peledakan aman. Lalu kita lakukan proses loading dan hauling.
The run-of-mine ore is delivered to the process plant where it is ready for treatment.
So the ore is delivered to the ROM pad, whereby the first stage is actually single-stage crushing, where we take about 3 to 5 inches.
This is our basic feed point coming into the crusher. Today we're processing a very light clay material. We're pushing about 150 tonne an hour, 160 tonne an hour. This is actually a laterite material, holding good grade. We expect very good recoveries from this material.
From that point it goes to the grinding circuit.
The mill does all the work, it really does all the work. It takes most of the power of the plant, it takes material from being a rock down to a fine talcum powder, ready for leaching.
At that stage we then mix it with water in conditioned pH and quite high cyanide solutions. At that stage the silver and gold dissolves into solution. From there we actually mix it with activated carbon, whereby the activated carbon absorbs the gold. We screen the activated carbon and we heat that up to form a concentrated solution of gold and silver. From that point we send to the electrical winning circuit, which is a positive and negative plate system, whereby gold and silver is then plated onto the cathode, which is then washed to form a powder, which is then smelted and poured to form a doré ingot. That doré ingot is pure gold and silver. which we then send to the refinery for further treatment.
This is our rebuild workshop. It's entirely staffed by KBK staff. We do our rebuilds here on gearboxes, motors and critical equipment. It's by far one of the best workshops I've seen in Indonesia.
We do have a very good safety track record, which I am proud of, and that is attributed to the strong management team that we have here on site.
Utamakan safety! Yes!
Right now we are working with a very exciting new technology for cyanide recovery from tailings.
In the gold recovery process, cyanide's added at the beginning of the process to dissolve the gold from the ore so that we can recover it. In most plants, the majority of the cyanide that's added is still present in the tailings. So it's discharged to these ponds behind me where it degrades naturally before being discharged to the river. Here at Mirah, we're developing and implementing a process whereby we can recover all of that cyanide that's not used in the process and recycle it for reuse. So it doesn't actually come to these ponds and doesn't get wasted or have to be destroyed before discharge to the environment. The cost of recovering the cyanide is only 1/3 the cost of the new cyanide that we'd have to add anyway. So it actually reduces our cyanide consumption, and the cost of recycling the cyanide is way less than the cost of buying new cyanide.
When we discharge tailings into a tailings dam, those tailings are clean. There's no cyanide, there's no dissolved metals, totally clean, and that's what makes this project very, very interesting.
PT KBK juga memiliki tanggung jawab, terutama pasca tambang, di mana lahan bekas tambang nantinya berupa waste dump akan kami reklamasi.
Dulu di sebelah kita ini adalah merupakan sebuah waste dump. Lalu kita lakukan proses menggunakan pohon-pohon spesies lokal. Ini sebuah merupakan praktek lingkungan yang bagus.
But we also have the interest of the local community at heart. We want to see sustainability. It's a very much overworked word, but it's something that we have to seriously address to make sure that when we leave this area, we're not just leaving a big hole in the ground, we're actually leaving the locals with something that they can keep working with.
Program yang dikerjakan oleh KBK Desa Mirah Kenaman ini juga selain perbaikan jalan, juga ada di sini air minum, tandon-tandon yang ada yang dibuat pump.
Di Desa Mirah hanya mengharapkan dari air sungai saja, sehingga KBK merasa perlu untuk memberikan proyek air minum bersih untuk masyarakat Mirah.
Pemeriksaan dan pengobatan gratis tiap bulan itu dilaksanakan oleh KBK. Juga pada acara besar, acara-acara hari besar keagamaan, KBK juga membantu beasiswa untuk SD, SMP maupun SMU-nya. Kerjasama kita itu yang diharapkan dari saat sekarang sampai ke depannya seperti itu, bahkan lebih baik lagi.
I believe it's a very exciting time for us to be in Indonesia. There is huge opportunity, and having proven that we can actually work here, we can actually be successful, that's where the excitement comes.